Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats, that's more for killing. Imagine if
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 50.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. The Bengals had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already. and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Another try for Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. 26.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
He's got room past the 30.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon.
53 yards.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Browns are back within a score.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And some space here. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake.
And now Watson throws another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Burrow looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Watson going to try and run it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a 1-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause. You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something. Being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One last throw here for Watson. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.